To me, SmartPort starts with leadership, and it's getting like-minded people together who are working on transforming the supply chain. The ability to combine digital infrastructure with that of the physical infrastructure is going to be our biggest challenge, while we also look towards what work looks like in the future and how we can bring our workforce along in this digital age. And finally, trying to be more competitive in our industry is really the end game that we want to pursue. Looking forward to joining SmartPorts in Barcelona. The Port of Los Angeles is going to share some of our experience around the Port Optimizer portal, our port community system here in Los Angeles. We'll also talk about the Cyber Resilience Center concept that we're implementing here, as well as new environmental technologies that we're testing right now in LA. All of this to be wrapped around big data and how we can progress in these areas. By the end of SmartPorts, I hope that we can see opportunities for the replication of best practices, what we can learn from our colleagues around the world, so we can enhance our competitiveness on the stage of global trade. And the idea of working to connect ports digitally around the globe for greater transparency and visibility is also a goal. But I'm most excited about the aspect of being on the cutting edge of how the supply chain evolution will look in the future.
It was actually during the Chainport meeting last year in Barcelona that the idea came up to work together with the Smart City World Conference in Barcelona. It's quite obvious because ports have been grown in and around cities, so the relation between cities and ports is very strong and should maybe in some cases become stronger back again. Smart ports are crucial for the future. So in that way, it's great to see that 6 of the leading world ports join together for that conference. Because the port of the future has to be digital founded, sustainable in its activities, and innovative in attracting new businesses. And having that synergy between smart city developments and smart port developments will bring both environments to the next level and more integration. If we talk about efficiency, but also about air quality, there we need to work together more as cities and ports.
Smart port, essentially what it means to me, is an overall general migration from ports as traditional infrastructure providers to providers of digital solutions for the entire supply chain community. So that means, in essence, to place innovation at the heart and center of our business strategy. How we do that is working increasingly collaboratively in open innovation format, meaning that unlike the traditional process of the Port Authority would face a challenge, devise a solution, and then contract the solution out, what we do now is we work with startups with them from day one in terms of devising a strategy and a solution together and importing and integrating emerging technologies into the solution. So, and finally, I think moving into the digital era, smart ports must take on a role of data governance and management. That means to us, it's a role of a so-called honest broker in terms of the Port Authority's role to be impartial and manage these digital solutions in an impartial, neutral way for the entire supply chain community. I think it is very important as an industry to come together to tell the world and our supply chain partners, but especially cities in the context of this event, the role that ports play in digital transformation of the supply chain industry. So I think each individual port has become pretty good at telling the world how innovative they are and to demonstrate their innovation platform. But it is critical, I believe, as a next step to come together as an industry to create that link with the cities and our urban environments, because as ports, many of us are urban creatures. And I think this is really why we are here in Barcelona and the importance of this event to us.
Well, digitalization is the latest megatrend in the logistics industry. Therefore, the Hamburg Port Authority's Smart Port concept has built on digitalization for years. That means tomorrow's technology is already in place in the Port of Hamburg. Smart Port gets ports, their cities, and people ready for the future. We, the Hamburg Port Authority, are looking forward to sharing our experiences with our partner ports on a more detailed level in Barcelona. And 3 projects are on our agenda. First, there is the upcoming introduction of the new 5G communication standard in the port. Second, we will give an idea of the current status of the Port City Model project. This project's aim is to develop a tool that simplifies decision-making in the optimization of port processes. I believe that it is important to always discuss new approaches in project management. This leads us to the 3rd project. With building information modeling, we have the possibility to plan and maintain the port's infrastructure with using digital twins. For us, digitalization is the key of more efficiency. This is where we can really benefit from the developments under the smart port concept. The most important aspect is that advancing the digitalization of ports is a coordinated effort. One example of that kind of maritime collaboration is Shane Port, a global network to connect ports worldwide. So, many greetings to the Port of Barcelona from Hamburg.